Good afternoon, sir. So apologies, my flatmate just came home. How are you, Kickflip? Hey, Furby. How are things, mate? The Dockers. That's a good question, man. Let me quickly do this chicane and then, well, I can't remember if it's this one or if it's next week's Nations one, but there's no mandatory pit stop, I think, but tire wear in this one is times 5, I think. So, good question. I have to have a look in the race details. Oh fuck. Nearly missed this one, yeah, it's definitely gonna be challenging as it's gonna be night race. And I can't remember if it's 4 laps or 7 laps. Oh, it doesn't say it on here, does it? Hey, look at that. I'm quite happy with that. I think I can push it under the 23. Okay, now let's have a quick look. Oh yeah. Oh, 1 sec, guys. Old man's gotta get up. Oh, now. So. Six laps, 5 times tire wear. No mandatory pit stop. Fuel consumption times 1, so that should last for 6 laps, shouldn't it? And usable hards and mediums, so I think you can't. 6 laps on mediums, that's a no can do, I think, times 5. It's gotta be hard and no stop, and I don't think fuel is gonna be an issue because it's just times 1. But yeah, mediums are definitely gonna be an issue. So it's gonna be hard and a lot of slipstreaming. .314, it's bloody insane. I see even Meta only does it in 319. Unbelievable. Okay, let's do a bit more practice. Who are the Dockers versing and what's it standing? What are the scores? Not that I'm much into AFL. I'm still confused by the rules. It's too much whistling going on. Brisbane, it's the Lions. I know that. They should beat him, shouldn't they? So, it's a shame I can't load any of these. But let's have a look. One of the slower people. Yeah, the nighttime driving is gonna be a bit of a challenge too, I reckon, cause some of the braking points are a bit hard to spot. One goal ahead. Or the second on the ladder and we're third. Alrighty. That's pretty good, isn't it? 10 years ago or 12 when I came to Australia, they got mocked all the time. Yeah, I'm still not 100% sure with some of them. In one corner that's really hard to get in the dark is, well, I'll show you this later. And this one here is also still a bit. I think I got to dab the brake a bit earlier. Yeah, I could do that. I'm just not a fan of these fucking corner markers. The one that's a bit hard to get is, so, where do I show you? Hang on. So, see up on the map here. First you can, second you can, this one, then that's hard. So, that left corner here, that's really hard to see in the dark. Well, corner indicators, let's have a look. Yeah, they're gonna be too irritating for me, mate, I'm telling you. It's a shame they got rid of the cones. Yeah, because with the cones you always you know, one car length behind, one car length beforehand. And this one's going to be tricky to see in the dark too, because I go first this one comes and then that's roughly my braking point. Skids and it die. No, I don't want these fucking corner markers. I'm sorry. Can't have it. No worries, man. Good luck to you. Maybe we're in a lobby. I don't think so, but who knows. Good luck to you. Viel Glück. Euer Raser. Absolutely, man. Even though I must say it's beautiful, it really looks awesome. But this will demand a lot of concentration of us tonight, for this evening. As there's a few corners that are just really bloody hard to spot in the dark. But as usual, we'll see how we go. So definitely a trick to do is to put the temporary exposure setting up. And I think there's still a few corners I can brake later. So now the one that's really hard to spot, here you should go by these flags at night. And that's the one coming now that's really hard to steer in. I never get it right at night, but see, blown it all. I've tried that braking area just in the beginning, but not a fan of it. I think you just have to really adjust and learn to use different braking markers at night, or sometimes just do it a bit by feel, you know. Like this one's also going to be a bit tricky at night. Because it's just after these stupid 3 pins. And then I really had issues here, but at the end of the fence, those 2 comrades, next fence, and just before that marker. So here. Maybe a tad earlier, but I'm a bit softer on the brakes anyway. And yeah, definitely turn the exposure up. I turned it up by 1 at least, so see, this is not too bad. Next one is here. Maybe a bit late and a bit harder. It's a shame we can't do the brake balance, as usual. And then that last corner was the 2 marshes on the right side pretty much as marker. This hard right can be a bit tricky, that's coming up. But at least this area here is well lit. Now again here, best to see are those stupid flags. And then, yep, bit better this time. Might be a penalty. Nope. Yeah, well, Nürburgring, we must not forget that the Nürburgring, so Le Mans, Circuit de la Sarthe, these are normal street roads, you know. That's why you got lights in some areas. Nürburgring you don't, because it's a dedicated racetrack only. Which, yeah, makes it much harder at night, doesn't it? I wonder if I should try the chicanes in third. The good thing is, I think so, that with the hard tires I should be just as quick. But I still have a little bit of reserve. What fuck. What a shame, hi. Oh yeah, we do. Requirement is none actually. There's neither pit stop mandatory nor mandatory tire. So I hope the fuel lasts for 6 laps, hi. Oh, very good question, man. Yeah, mate, it fucking looks beautiful, doesn't it? Hi. So, let's enter this. Yeah, besides all the negatives and stuff Gran Turismo 7 had, it's just really good looking. So I think I put it a fair bit up. Hope it's not too bright for you peeps at home. And I probably should try this out a little bit. Okay. Hard tires, must not forget. Yeah, well, they at least, you know, don't forget that's going to be the Gran Turismo game for the next, say, 3 years at least. So they definitely will continuously improve it. And when you think we still will get free downloadable content, so when you think about like iRacing or the like, where you have to pay. Yeah, no, they've done really well with that Night Sky High. I've seen a video once how they did it for, I think, Gran Turismo 4 or 5 or whatever it was. How they scanned in Nürburgring Nordschleife. It's just insane. All the markings on the road and stuff, that's all totally accurate. Then when you read that certain drivers, if they prepare for endurance rally or whatever, resort back to Gran Turismo to train for it, then I mean, it tells you everything, doesn't it? Yeah, and every car feels different, you know, so really goes a lot of dedicated work into it, there's no doubt about that. There. All right. All right, here we come. Oh, nice. Oh, hello mate, how are you? Just wait, we'll play this game long enough. By the time you're back, it's gonna be good even. Did that lip. Chat doesn't seem to be working. Or is it? Nope. Waiting, waiting. I wonder, will the screen go beyond the blackness of disconnect? I'll just wait it out. Best stuff, ladies and gentlemen, for cracked hands. What works with feet works with these pedals. Oars? What's the word? I know, right? It's packed away, Yoda, because he's trying to come back to WA, to the glorious country of Western Australia. Yep, Evil got blacked. Okay. Someone else is jumping on. Anybody else from the other lobbies? I'll just wait. Ah, I assume you got black screen too. Just wait it out. So what is it? 6 laps, and we do it in say 3.5 minutes. 7, 14, 21. Means with qualifying blah 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 we could wait till 20 past or 25 if we want to do another slot. In a bloody tent. Fuck me. Yeah, I think I have to buy a 20-foot container and build a mini house for just in case. And then I buy a bit of land, say 10 by 10 meters for cheap $700,000. Thank you, Morrison. Yeah, it's a waiting game. It's a waiting game. Definitely looking forward to... Oh, what were we talking about? Jesus Christ. And there's no crisis of living, right? Okay, everyone's black. Yeah, worst case scenario, mate. It's not the flashiest what we've got here, but better than living in a tent. Else we can just organize a little caravan and park it out front. I wouldn't mind that either. At least you got your own thing then. I haven't had a black screen for a while, to be honest. Especially since the update. I wonder why this stuff happens, if that's got to do with compatibility of PS4 and PS5, or I think he's in Melbourne, if I'm not completely wrong. Oh yeah. I should use the time and go on the loo, because the moment I'll get it out, the moment it starts. Bloody hell. Australia. Oh. Bendigo. Okay. You burned it down. What the fuck happened? I know some crazy people, hey. I think the worst thing I ever did with fire is burn the carpet in the living room on Christmas, but at the age of 4 or 5, so fuck me, a tent in Victoria, that must be fucking freezing. Yeah, my hope is still that that whole housing market, it's gotta come crashing down at one point, because imagine how fucking much it went up alone in the time I live here, 12 years. Yeah, mate, city. Look, I grew up in countryside Bavaria, you know, little town, 1,500 people. Everyone knew everyone, which is good and bad, you know, because I was the lefty in the town. Uh, oh, I have to check honestly. Facebook is fucking weird, mate. It shows me things I don't want to see, and yeah, yeah. Where were we? Now I forgot it. Doesn't matter. Maybe I get back to it. Yeah. Oh, and I mean Perth is a bit of a slow city, right? Of course, no one will. You know, that's the problem with capitalism, which I understand to a certain degree. Money doesn't make happy, but unfortunately, if you want to have happy things, then you need a lot of money. And you know, it's just too many, well, not too many people. Fewer people are earning more and more. That's the issue, you know. I mean, I don't want to take anything away from the miners, but the money they get up there, for example, is just insane. And that goes like a rat's tail. And then you got guys like Andrew Forrest that just get a dividend of $700 million. You know, he worked hard. No, mate, he fucking didn't. Yeah, Perth is pretty good, mate. I mean, look, I shouldn't talk. I've never been further than Esperance. I've never seen the East Coast, you know. And I will one day, because I got other friends in Melbourne, believe it or not. So in one of the towns I lived in Bavaria, we had an ice hockey club, and one of the guys that played there was Australian from Melbourne, and he took one of our friends with him, and she's still in Melbourne. Yeah. You know what, Yoda, you know what's silly, what that reminds me of? There's a Star Trek episode. I think it is the Next Generation, right? And they find someone in a capsule from the 20th century or whatever, and he's of course amazed by all of the technique and stuff. And he says, "Are there no more wars on Earth?" "No," says Picard, "because, you know, since we invented the replicator so that everybody can have everything, there's no more need for fights, because you just speak to a machine and bang, you have it. So our thrive is now for knowledge." And I reckon, I mean, it probably might never happen, right? But if that day comes, when that day comes, mate, that's when all the shit ends. Because when you think about all the wars just started over storage. We had a history teacher who once presented that theory. But when you think about it, it's right. Take a look back at the Aboriginals that been here, right? They lived off the land. They had no real farming. I mean, they did farm kangaroos, but there were plenty, right? Else you just went out and fished, or you knew what to pick from the earth and where to, you know, whatever. And they really haven't had big wars, had they? They had a bit of quarrels with other tribes. That was about it. But in Europe, or in the heart of humanity, which they say is modern day Iraq, soon as they invented storage, farming and storing shit, well, the other tribes or whatever had really bad luck with bad weather, oh, we know where to get some. This is how the whole shit started. And think about it, it still is because of possession. I possess what you don't have, you possess what I want to have, blah, blah, blah. Which is not necessarily a negative thing, because that drove humanity to lots of things. Anyway, fucking black screen. What's it, 1:15? I just quickly got a message e-bulk back. Still black screen. I'm still here, peeps. I probably should get up and roll a cigarette. The moment I start rolling, here, watch. Oh God. I wonder if anyone is still listening at all after this little history lesson. And for the ones that were wondering about how Aborigines farmed kangaroos, they didn't put fences around it or something, but they definitely knew where there were feeding grounds and all that stuff, so herded it a bit that way. That's why they also did their burnings, to keep the fields for them. But yeah, all this knowledge, we know what happened. Oh, who's writing what? I still can read. Bloody hope I don't get the black screen of death. I qualify P3, mate. Good luck, mate. At least his is going. Should have a look if... Qualified third, that's pretty good. Let's have a look. If Kickflip is streaming, yes he is. Chester streaming too. But he looks like he already kicked the bucket. Okay. Kickflip has the countdown. Chester made it. What's Blake doing? And Blake made it. I'm the only sucker with black screen. Hang on, can't read it just right now. I'll be right back, mate. I'm just on the side of my rig. Oh, that's interesting. Blake, aka Pan Mac, is with Kickflip in the lobby, so Stanko's in there, CJS Pup. It's tricky, K Youngster, yeah, few peeps. Justice is going too. Kickflip already second. Well done, mate. Oh, and Blake finally turned on so that you can see the driver names. I fucking hate watching these races when you can't see that. And now you watch, by the way, it's going to be black screen for so long and then start that it'll be daylight again. probably going to be 3 or 4 drivers. Oh no, Chester's stuck in warm-up. Now I get it.
This is awesome. And like these cunts know it's them, bro. They fucking know, Gab. Everyone else has spoken. This cunt, righto.
What lap were you on, Meta?
1.
Wow.
Yeah, no, Arnie, I checked in, mate. We haven't even started quality. I know what it is. If the people can't, if you can't access the chat like we can here, so we can still do chat and go to the options and all that. If you can't do that, you can't play.
And I can't access it, can I?
There's 2 here that haven't even spoken quality. They haven't said anything.
Yeah, I definitely can't chat or anything. It's a me. I quickly shall go to the toilet. Sorry guys, quickly gotta turn my mic off. Better. Alrighty. It's a shame Chester's in a good lobby, hey?
What's going on, Natty? Telling you, man, that's what it is. I'm not being mean, but I've seen this before, and like Wolf was one of them. Rob probably was too, or at least took the hint. Wolf straight up couldn't bring up the chat, anything. He was just like black screen from the get-go. Everybody else has spoken for, except Kiwi and Gabans. Neither of them have said anything. That's what it is. So it had to happen in dailies and then in an FIA with Wolf Green, and it was after he got his PS5.
Yeah, true. You get to know people. South Australia isn't watching, is he?
They're the only 2 that haven't, brought up a chat and said what the fuck is going on. They're still sitting there looking at a black screen. I'm not, like, I mean, Kiwi is a good rival. Gabans, definitely good. They're both good drivers.
Not sure if he's gonna read that. He might be streaming too, but I think he's on Twitch. This is fucked. Let's quickly see. Just quickly messaged Evolk.
I knew it wasn't me, man. I'm pissed off about cunts. They just seen the chat coming up the whole fucking time. They could have known, and they're just gonna fucking sit there and go, no,
So,
everyone else
Chester seems that he left his. I'm just gonna turn his stream off. Oh, says too many fucking expletives. Expletives. I'll give it 4 more minutes. Even though it would be really shite if it then works or whatever, and with just a few drivers. I'd rather have a full lobby, hey. Yeah. Russell is a good driver, don't get me wrong, he's got really good pace, but he's too impulsive at times. Sorry if you're seeing this and I'm saying this, but you just need to balance yourself a little bit more. And I know it's fucking frustrating when you get spun out and stuff, but keep going. See, there's training. I mean, don't get me wrong, I get angry at times too at this effing shit machine. Well, what can you do, you know? What's it now? 27. 27 for our Pacific watchers, viewers, sorry. I'll never forget the day when I had my first work day at the second work I ever had in Australia. And that was the first time I worked with a full-blood Maori Kiwi. And I really had a hard time understanding him. and then they showed me Beached Ass. If you haven't seen Beached Ass, watch it. Metal Gear 9, 8, something, not Meta, right? That the one you're referring to, Yoda? Yeah, it's a kids show. It's about a whale that got beached, and he's beached ass, and and I can't even talk about it without laughing. Oh God. Yeah, mate. I've been on his stream, and you know, I hate talking bad about others. You know. Let me say, he's not the most pleasant of character. I wasn't, let me say it so, I wasn't too pleased what I heard. So, see, I didn't even know that. I mean, it's slightly different with West and East over here, right? I don't think you guys over east have the verge. So anyhow, it's 5:30 now, fuck this. It looks like I have to close the application. Okay, quickly gotta do that, boys.